So, Kenny, I know you get asked a lot about trying to fill the shoes of Ben.
Celtics are up 9.5.
Okay. And rightfully so, right? There's a phenomenal career. There's a great legacy.
Why are we talking about me?
We're going to talk about you a little bit more, right? I know you get asked that a lot. And it's
how annoying is it?
It's
comes with it. Right. Comes with it. You know who you're following up, man.
But
you can be annoyed.
But you're carving out. You're laying bricks, as we would say. You're carving out your own path, and it's awesome to see. This person, and I now having read the question, I'm curious, Ben, how did you feel leaving and watching Kenny take over when it seemed to a lot of us that you still had gas in the tank? Was that tough?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be completely honest, and I'll be super transparent here, and I'm going to get blasted. I probably shouldn't say this, but I mean, who cares at this point? I wouldn't say that I wanted Kenny to necessarily fail, but when someone comes to replace you, and you're like, I still feel like I had it. Like, I hope he doesn't come ball out, because then it's like Ben who, right?
Right.
But honestly, I think as you started playing. And I found myself rooting more and more for you. You know what I'm saying? We sat down here and watched games, and we were high-fiving, going nuts when you were leading the team and doing things, and running and doing some of the trying to fight people, all that stuff. That
was my favorite, by the way.
Yeah,
I was like, you better swing on that fool.
Yeah. I feel bad, and I know I came on this show and said that I forget how I said it, but I apologized to you for not knowing how good he was going to be.
Yeah.
I just didn't know. I had no idea. I didn't know that you were the runner that you were. I just didn't know what was going to happen. I wasn't aware, and I was pleasantly surprised. I'm glad that I was wrong in the sense of where I had you. I thought you'd be a quarterback that was good, that was going to come in. I think you're the future of this team. I really do, and I think they got, the fans should be lucky. They are lucky. They got you. But that's what I'm going to say. I'll say I was. Early on, I didn't want him to succeed because I didn't want him, they followed me up. I didn't want it to happen. I think that's probably the selfishness of me, and I feel bad for it. But as it went on, as the season went on, he got into his third game playing, I was rooting for him.
Yeah.
I was excited for you. And I wanted you to succeed. I wanted you to win the games. I wanted you to get to the playoffs. And so I feel bad that I felt that early on, but I'm glad that I transitioned into love and rooting for you.
Appreciate that.
I have your jersey I wear every Sunday. But,
it's actually your jersey, but we taped +1 onto the right.
Yeah, that works.
But no, it's been fun watching you. I enjoy texting you after games, and it's been fun watching, man. I'm a fan.
I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. Obviously, watching you growing up.
Yeah, okay. I get it.
Go back to when I was 6 years old.
So, 20 years ago. That's huge, man. Yeah, I think that's is that encourage having, I don't know what your guys' relationship is, but having hearing Ben say that, I was here for that transition. As we're sitting there, okay, Kenny's coming in. Again, we don't know, and it's kind of the fun of being drafted. At least for me, I always loved situations when I had to prove myself. And so I think when you walk in with a chip on your shoulder at these apex level competitors that you guys are, there's something that in you that that's kind of why you do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's in there. But having Ben say that, because we watched the Tides turn, it was yeah, dude, that guy's getting, okay, cool, man. We got to cheer for greatness, and it seems like it's developing. So how do you feel having heard Ben say that?
No, man, it means the world. It's a lot goes into playing quarterback in the NFL, man. And I think in the outside world, they're I love the people that think they actually have a clue, and they got no clue.
It's called the internet, Ken.
It's just called local media.
It's just
certain local media.
There's people like to think they know, but unless you're in these shoes, you really just don't know. And I have a lot of respect for the people that have done it at the highest level, like Ben has. And you see the wins, the Super Bowls. You're like. For sitting in this, you're like, how did he do it? You want to do it. You're studying him. I had my chance to watch him when I was at Pitt. Now I'm playing, and I'm trying to get to that point. And it's just, you gotta obsess. I think you gotta obsess over it, and it's just your lifestyle. Every single day you wake up, I'm going to work to try and become the best player that I could be. And I'm grateful to be in this organization that had people before, just like Ben, that did it and showed me how to do it. And you're watching his old tape and stuff, and you can learn some new ththings. So to hear him say that, it's special, and I'm excited. Hopefully, I can continue to carry the legacy he set.
You will.
Yeah, man.
You will.